Hi everyone, my name is Anna Bitterbaum and I am a resident of Dickinson Community living in Digman Hall. I am from Cortland, New York and also currently a sophomore. I am also part of the first class to graduate from the Leadership Certificate Series and the Advanced Leadership Certificate Series. I would like to take you back to the fall of 2009 when I was a freshman. I had received an email from a man named Jeff Horowitz about a leadership class. I read the email and thought this class, the Leadership Certificate Series, would be interesting. I wasn't sure for whatever reason, however, if I wanted to do it. Like most freshmen coming into college, I didn't really know what to get involved in, and I wondered if I would enjoy the class. I had gotten involved with some clubs, but hadn't really gotten involved in Dickinson Community. About 2 weeks later, I met a friend for lunch, and she mentioned to me that she was going to be participating in the series. This reminded me that I should sign up. I thought I would take the class, since my friend was too. When I went to sign up, I saw that the deadline had just passed, but I decided to email Jeff and ask him if I could get into the class. He let me apply 2 days late, and a few days later, I found out I had been accepted into the class. The first day of the leadership series came, and I was excited and nervous. It was nice to meet all these people who were going to be in my class and to realize that they all lived in Dickinson. I was hoping to learn a lot from the class, and I did. Now that I reflect on my time in the Leadership Certificate Series, I can say that I have learned a lot. I learned that leadership comes in all different forms. Quoted from class, we brainstormed that leadership is, quote, someone who takes control, knows when to ask for help, creates an encouraging atmosphere, can cope with criticism or praise, includes everyone, has self-control, and has responsibility, end quote. We found out that though all of these characteristics actually may represent what a leader is, there is no set definition for what a leader is because everyone has a different view of what one can be. We also had a lot of interactive activities during the class, as you all know. I must say my favorite was the True Colors quiz, where we found out what leadership color we were. I tied with blue and gold. I was described as being enthusiastic, dependable, and so on. I learned so much more from the Leadership Certificate Series, but if I continued explaining any more about what that was, you'd be listening for hours. Later that year in the spring, I found out there was going to be an Advanced Leadership Certificate Series. I got an email from Jeff asking if all of the students in the first leadership class wanted to continue with this advanced class. I wasn't sure if I wanted to, because on top of the journals we were also going to have to read 2 articles, be involved in an experimental education project, and write a reflection paper. I decided to take the class, however, because I wanted to learn more about leadership, I wanted to remain involved in Dickinson Community, and I also had enjoyed the first leadership series. I learned a lot in the Advanced Leadership Certificate Series. The focus on this series was leadership and social justice. We learned that leaders need to create an open environment for all people, one where everyone should be accepted. It really hit home to me that in order to be a leader, you have to be knowledgeable about a wide range of issues facing the world today. There is a lot of inequality in the world, but leaders have to stand above it and be accepting of all people. This series, based on my view, had 3 important yet controversial points that I hold close to me still to this day and urge you to as well. The first is our class's idea of what social justice is. Social justice is, quote, community service, repairing the world, helping, equality, and no discrimination, end quote. We also learned about agents, who are powerful people, and targets, people who are victims. Characteristics of agents could be considered as people who are, quote, white, male, heterosexual, middle-aged, and healthy, end quote. Characteristics of targets could be considered as people who are, quote, colored, female, transgendered, and poor, end quote. Sadly, the characteristics of agents and targets go beyond what I just stated. Please know that inequality would not be likely to exist if everyone accepted each other. Personally, as a leader, I know that by accepting everyone, I can be successful in whatever I do. A fun activity that we were faced with in this Advanced Leadership Certificate Series was to participate in a community service project. It was called our Experimental Education Project. We had a choice of 3 projects, and I chose to participate in the HIV/AIDS Walk. These projects taught us, at least in my view, that it takes a true leader to be involved in service projects, not because they have to, but because they want to commit to having social change. Overall, the Advanced Leadership Certificate Series taught me so much and changed me as a person. It brought forth ideas to me to keep in mind for when I was put in a leadership position. If I had never emailed Jeff, even though it was 2 days past the deadline, and if he hadn't accepted me, I wouldn't be the same person I am today. I learned so much about leadership and being a leader from both of these certificate series. Also, because of taking the classes, I got to meet a lot of new people and be involved in my community. I also continued this involvement by having the chance to be Executive Vice President for Dickinson's area government, Dickinson Town Council. I'm so happy to be where I am right now, and I encourage all of you to continue your involvement in Dickinson community and beyond in any way that you can. Just remember, any type of person who is open to accepting everyone and taking chances can be a leader. So, why not take the chance? Thank you.